Thanks for joining the Thrift Retailer, where we talk about the business of thrift. Welcome to Micro Category Tips, Finding Value in Board Games, Volume 2.
My introduction to value in board games started with an old ratty-looking Monopoly set. The box was beaten up, parts were missing, and the board itself had plenty of wear. It was almost tossed in the trash a couple of times. We posted it on our then-fledgling e-commerce site, not expecting much. The minimum bid was $5. It shot past $100 on the first day. We decided to do some research. Long story short, it turned out to be a pre-World War II version. Even though it was missing quite a few parts and pieces, what was there was important. It closed at over $600. Okay, we learned to pay attention. Every thrift store I have been involved with saw plenty of board games donated every day. Most are run-of-the-mill, only worth a few dollars, many missing parts. There are hidden gems in this segment, so it's worth learning a little more. A minute or two checking an item out online can sometimes net hundreds of dollars.
Following are a few tips on what to look for with some examples.
This is not an exhaustive review of this entire market, but should give you plenty to look for. It isn't all about the super famous brand names. Collectors are looking for rare and unusual, like most segment collectors. Check out anything that still has its original factory seal. Even if it's a current modern game, there is added value. Any board game with no factory UPC. They were first instituted in 1974 but took a few years to catch on across retail product manufacturing. Great cover art can add value. Colorful, almost comic book looks, action-oriented looks, with boxes in great condition can be worth surprising money. Avalon Hill brand. These are mostly bookshelf-style games. Most are limited editions and often have a tie-in with a franchise of some sort. SPI brand. Also often limited runs of popular specialized, mostly bookshelf games. Historical war games generally have some value. Tie-ins with other genres, sports, TV series, movies, and video games. Dune, the movie, book, and game are all worth reviewing.
A few specific games. The Longest Day, Campaign for North Africa, also appeals to war memorabilia collectors. War of the Ring, Lord of the Ring, obvious secondary tie-in. Objective Moscow, The Death of Soviet Communism. Stratomatic, sport-themed games started in the 1960s and continued past the year 2000, appeals to board game collectors as well as sports collectors. Pokémon Anything also appeals to multiple types of collectors. Legend of Zelda, great cover art and popular across collector types. Disney Haunted Mansion, big money if complete and in good shape. Some sleepers that are easy to overlook. Situational Leadership 1-minute manager game. Ticket to Ride, 10th anniversary. A couple of holy grail items. Dark Tower, 1981 can fetch over $500. War of the Ring can fetch over $1,000. Fireball Island, Splat, Forbidden Bridge, It from the Pit, The Banana Splits.
Things that affect value. In the original factory plastic. Condition of the box. All parts and original instructions included. Punch pieces punched or not. Special and limited editions. Pro tip. Don't put stickers on the box or plastic on valuable ones. You might cut the value in half. Fun factoid on UPCs. The first shopper was Clyde Dawson, head of research and development for Marsh Supermarket. The cashier who served him was Sharon Buchanan. Legend has it that Dawson pulled out a multi-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum from his shopping basket. Dawson explained later that this was on purpose. Wrigley had found a solution to printing a barcode on something very small. They were rewarded with a place in the history of technology.
Thanks for listening and watching. Board Game Photo by Myril Rodon and Splash. Today's episode was written and produced by Tim Jeboer of Thrift Retailer LLC and thriftretailer.com. Tim is happy to connect on LinkedIn. Voiceover by Descript.